Welcome, thank you very much for doing this interview.
No problems, mate.
Alright, what's your name, pronouns and identity?
My name is Mia, I am cis female, she, her. I am ace and probably aromantic.
Alright, so are you still questioning?
Yes. Not the asexual, but definitely the aromantic.
Okay, there's been a lot of debate in the LGBT community and broader society over whether A in the acronym stands for ally or asexual. What would you respond to that?
Asexual.
Why do you say this?
Because ally is not really an identity, is it?
Do you think it's especially important for asexuals to be recognised within the LGBT community?
Yeah, we're pretty much mythical creatures in it at the moment.
How did you find out that asexuality existed?
The internet. I was just kind of like on Instagram and I saw a few posts about it and I went, I'm gonna just have a look into that, and I found some forums and I went, yeah.
When you first found out that asexuality existed, was it sort of a click? Did you just say, yes, that is me?
Pretty much, yeah. It was an interesting day.
In that period before that, did you ever suffer from any mental health with the questioning of why do I not like anyone? Why is it like this?
I had questioned why everyone was like in relationships and wanted that and was like, oh, yes, sex. And I was just like, I don't understand.
Do you think you'd be in a better state of mind if you had resources to educate you about asexuality at an earlier age?
I probably would have stopped a lot of awkward situations, but
Would you like to elaborate on one of those awkward situations? I'd love to hear them.
I was like being pressured, like, the whole crush thing.
Yeah,
you need to have a crush. And everyone kept going, what's your crush? And I couldn't, we had a very small school in primary school, and I couldn't just say someone because I'd said that before and I ended up in a really awkward relationship.
Oh no.
So I made up a person.
Oh. So you just had this fake crush the entire time?
I just made up a completely new person.
Alright, do you think there's much representation of asexuality even within the LGBT community and media?
There's not much at all whatsoever. It's a little bit frustrating. It's very hard to get a flag.
What little characters you find that might be asexual, are they ever given the name asexual, or is it just up for speculation?
It's usually after speculation, and usually if it is someone that is ace in a book, they've got it completely wrong. Like the author's just written it wrong, and it's not ace.
It's emotionless.
Yeah,
essentially.
Pretty much.
Do you find that's a negative stereotype, that asexuals are perceived as emotionless or sociopathic to some degree?
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, it's annoying.
And clearly you're quite the opposite.
Clearly.
But yeah, okay. What advice would you give to asexual youth?
You're not invisible. What you're feeling isn't an illness. You're alright. It's alright.
And actually, that's another good point to touch on. What would you respond to people that think having no sexual attraction is a mental illness?
If you based all your relationships on sexual attraction, you're not going to have a good one.
Words of wisdom. Okay, so could you talk me through how asexuality is different to sex repulsion or celibacy?
Not sexually attracted people is you pretty much, you don't see someone and go, I would like to have sex with that. It's not like that. You can be curious.
Thank you, because I've seen you at cold here.
And you can all the things, but you don't see someone and be sexually attracted to them. So you can like sex and you can masturbate and you can all the stuff that comes with it, but just not be sexually attracted to people.
Very interesting. What about people who swear off sex for the sake of a religion? Would you lump them in with asexuals, or do you think they're separate?
They're separate. That's a religious thing. That's not a those things are religious beliefs. They're not how a person would. I mean, you could be asexual and still do the celibacy thing, but they're separate things.
All right. Well, thank you for this interview.
No probs.